So, good morning. This will probably be, excuse me, y'all. This will probably be the last video that I post current until after I post all of the other videos that I recorded that predates this one and the first video here on this journey. So y'all bear with me. The true definition of alchemy, it's actually a process where they break down. They usually break down a certain type of metal or something like that in order to form something new, generally speaking. So, on this path, you feel like you're being broken down. Everything destroyed and everything stripped away from you. And although it may feel devastating, it's a necessary alchemical process that you have to go through in order to come out stronger, tougher. In my opinion, I think a little more appreciative and grateful. And this ain't like somebody hurt your feelings or somebody makes you mad and you gotta transmute energy and stuff like that. I can show you later on what I mean when it comes down to transmutation of energy. But it'll be times on this journey where your entire world will be shattered. And you have no other choice but to seek out and reach out to Source. It highlights the true betrayal, the true vanity in this world of people that still operate in the three-dimensional level. So, better example, my heart just got shattered. My heart just got shattered in so many different ways. Since I've been in the situation that I've been in which I'll bring y'all up to speed later on in the other videos, y'all will see how I got here. I regularly get degraded, whether it's intentional or not, by the people that surround me. Include my friend that I live with. Just her way of speaking is degraded. And it's meant to, if you don't pay attention to stuff like that, it's meant to program you to push away all active change, and adapt to, or in order to normalize internally the things that's being said and have them manifest in you, So somebody say, "What you doing, bitch?" or something like that, you know. Even though you may not think about it, or it may seem like something that's so normal to you, it takes a toll on your self-talk. And if you're not careful, that'll manifest in you. You know, that negative mindset will come, it'll manifest in you, because we're supposed to be building up. We're supposed to be doing better. We're supposed to be working on our self-talk. We're supposed to be, you know, doing all those things. So something just as simple as that, though it may seem harmless, has an effect on it. And honestly, I really can't say if it's harmless, and I'm starting to feel like more and more her words in particular are intentional. My son's father came back last weekend. He called me and said that he was ready to come home. And I really thought that God was answering my prayers. The one thing about it, when you get more in tune spiritually, you see past the bullshit so much faster. And it pulls you away. It pulls you away from the people that you love, because it's just certain things you can't accept anymore. If there's anybody that if anybody uses drugs, I'll go ahead and tell you now, this ain't the time. If you're one of those people that use drugs as a coping mechanism, or use alcohol to block out what's going on or anything like that, it don't work like that. When your third eye is open, it don't work like that. You see way more. You see way more than what you want to see, which allows you to see what's going on. Things that somebody may not recognize, or things that people are unaware of subconsciously, that's not hidden to you anymore, especially depending on what type of drug you do. He came in, and I was at my computer one night, and he walked in the door, and his spirit, something followed him. And I saw it, and I knew that the things that he was supposed to work on during our separation, he was not working on. So nothing seemed right while he was here. We kept arguing, and this is somebody I love, so I can tell when his energy is compromised by another woman. And every time we argue, that's what it was about. The way he reacted towards me, the way he tried to hide and stuff, was all familiar from the past, and I knew that there was another woman. Didn't know specifically, wasn't trying to figure it out. I just knew. A lot of things came to light this past week while he was here. And I'm staying with my friend. I live with her. you know. And it wasn't until everything fell out, we all fell out and everything, that I found out when I called a number from his phone and found out that it was another woman that he had been living with this entire time. He met this woman. He met her on Tinder. And I had went to go visit him Mother's Day. I went to go to see him. And we had so much fun. But my birthday weekend was the following weekend. And by that following weekend, he was sleeping with this woman that he had just met. His cousins were getting evicted. The cousins that he was living with from their place. And he moved in with her because he had nowhere to stay. So it kind of gives you the idea what type of woman this is. Again, the weekend that he moved in with her was the weekend he was supposed to come down here and get his family and move us up there. And all of this came to light because one day, the night after he left, something just said, "There's a number you need to call." And I had access to his call logs and stuff still, so I found the number, the most common number. And she told me everything. And it made sense because of the whole time, all he wanted to do down here is continuously get high on the things and the drugs that he was supposed to run away from. He was supposed to leave behind. That was one of the primary points about separation, for him to get better, get clean. This woman has been feeding him. She's been supplying his drug habit. So he's lied to me about that. He told me he hadn't had sex in months, which I knew that was a lie. She said that they regularly made love and that he was crying to her the day that he left, begging her to get him to make him stay. So why come in the first place? Why come? Why would you come here in the first place if you knew this is not where you wanted to be? So I called him out because I'm just not the type of person that you can just tell me something and I'm going to go through with it. There's one thing I learned through our separation, despite everything we've been through, all of our issues and stuff, despite of all of that, when I'm right about something, I know that I'm right about something, and I'm not finna just pretend because you don't want to address it or because you know it's wrong. And so by the time he found out that I had reached out to this woman and we had this conversation and stuff, he threatened to get my kids taken away. He threatened to call my job with some photos. We haven't been talking, so I'm trying to figure out, I'm thinking what photos. My friend, the one that I live with, has been sending him naked photos and videos this entire time. And evidently she talks about me to him. So living here, I feel like I'm in the lion's den. I truthfully feel like I'm in the lion's den. Around people that just truthfully don't serve me no real purpose. With me exposing him, he exposed my friend. So the utter betrayal that I feel right now from him, from her, you know, to hear another woman sit there and say, I love him. And he was crying when he left me. You know, to hear her say he's been trying to coerce her to get off birth control so that she could have a baby by him. And she has 6 kids already. Knowing that me and him were supposed to have a little girl. See, alchemy is painful. And when you look up the definition of alchemy and you think about a person going through that process, it is going to be painful. And it is destructive. And it is going to hurt, but it is necessary. And this is during the process where this is the part of the process that makes or break a lot of folks. This is where some people give up. This is where people just end it all. This is where some people crash out and completely lose faith. This is the part where some people abandon spirituality, and this is not just a one-time situation. That's the thing. This is not a one-time situation either. Alchemy comes when it's necessary, and Spirit and God is going to push these necessary changes on you when you need it the most. So don't think of it as utterly devastating, because that's what the enemy wants you to do. And you have to look at the bright side of things and be like, my gifts are getting stronger. Because the things that would leave me in a clouded mindset are no longer leaving me in a clouded mindset. I can see through the people. And I can see the things that I didn't see before. I can see the hurt, and I can see the true intentions of people. I can feel it, like I know when I have a feeling. This is where you develop that trust within yourself, because you know 9 times out of 10 your intuition is strong as the fuck. But it will push away people that you love. And it will highlight the people that are not supposed to be in your life, and the people that mean you truthfully no good. And that's just hurting on the go. To know that this man, throughout all the bullshit, and if you keep watching, you'll see we went through some shit, and then some of y'all might even question if it's delusion or not. And I'm telling you, honey, it's not. To go through what I've gone through with a man, but to still feel that genuineness and to still have that telepathic communication and all of that other type of stuff is not a delusion at all. This is not your basic textbook narcissist. This is a man that I fell in love with that is possessed by demons, for lack of better words. And because of the fact that I've learned how to recognize particular demons and stuff like that, it's gonna all come it's gonna all come to the forefront anyway. I guess I've always been known how to do that, but now I just fully understand that I can do that. That's why people that try to like indulge and drown themselves out and drinking and or getting high and you wonder why it doesn't work. Because it's not going to work. You're using the 3D substance to deal with 4 and 5 dimensional conflicts. It's not gonna work. I'm sorry. And I understand it too, regardless of what drug you do. Because people typically get high because they get drunk for relief. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to worry about it. I literally used to get high so that I wouldn't cry regularly. Because I have children. And when you're a woman going through a heartbreak and you have kids, you don't have that luxury to... You don't have that luxury, to stay in bed, slump, be depressed for 3 days. You ain't got to eat, whatever. You don't. God bless the women that are going through anything like this. And they just had a baby and they dealing with postpartum too. Y'all a fucking stroke. And I know because I was there. I went through it. But people typically get high for some type of relief from everything that's going on and being exposed. And I'm just here to tell you, baby, that it's not going to come. So you might as well quit. You may feel like you're having withdrawals and stuff when you do stop, or what, depending on whatever drug you do, but they're not withdrawals. Spiritual people don't, spiritually strong people don't have withdrawals. It's just all of your issues and all of your problems coming and crashing back at you, like all at the same time. Because you tried to lay your emotions dormant. And even though that's possible, you can lay your emotions dormant and stuff, but they're not going to be the Band-Aid, and they're not going to help you forget like they used to or like they could have. So just let it go, to be honest with you. I'm crying so much, and in my head I keep thinking about my baby daddy and how he was so angry every time I cried. He get pissed off at nothing about want to see that shit. Then you ain't no woman. You like, that's all you do is fucking cry. But somebody that needs to hear this. Your tears are like holy water to people's demons. Yeah. Your tears are like holy water to people's demons. And your ancestors will come running so motherfucking fast when you shed a tear. People's tears, it's not all people, because depending on what side of karma, you'll understand. But some people's tears wreak fucking havoc in the spiritual world, in the spiritual realm. They wreak havoc. So you may be somebody that's probably studying witchcraft or hoodoo or voodoo and stuff like that, and you don't even need to. All you got to do is cry. And sometimes the pain that the motherfuckers gonna get from the tears that you cried, the tears that hit that earth, gonna be way worse than what you could ever try to do as far as like witchcraft, because your ancestors, the ones that truthfully love you, and they look down and see that their baby is being hurt, they gonna step for you. Just a little food for thought. So if you could be mindful of that while you're going through your pain and stuff, you make sure they hit the ground. Make sure they hit the earth, preferably outside in the grass. People don't understand why shit that happened to them, you know, and they forget about that time that they really broke your heart or really betrayed you as somebody. They really betrayed you, your trust, your friendship, and they wonder why the hell they going through the hell that they going through. And it was just simply because they made you cry. The pain hasn't went away. It is not gonna go away. Not that easily. I haven't slept since he's left. Since he left, I haven't slept. I have been so conflicted and I'm so heartbroken. I am so fucking shattered, y'all. And then to be living with somebody that I call myself being a friend to, that would openly betray me because they just want some damn attention. I'll show y'all how I deal with things, though. Well, rather, I'll introduce y'all to the deity that I work with for my pain. I really communing with her and conversing with her is euphoric on its own. This particular deity, she that rush of peace that you're looking for when you try to get high and stuff, and you just want to forget. That's what she gives. So, and I guess in a sense, she also implements karma as well. But I'll do a detailed video sooner or later specifically on her. But my next video, I'll probably go ahead and introduce her to y'all. That is the only deity that I work with right now, because I really want to give her my undivided attention even though I know the other ones are calling to me, and I'll get into it later on and talk to y'all about how do you know which ones are calling to you, or, you know, if anything's by chance or not. But I haven't been feeding her like I'm supposed to. I haven't been giving her my, I haven't been feeding her. So, it might not be too long in between when I make the videos, but, and I think what I'll do is I'll show y'all what I do, especially with this pain right now that I feel. I'll show y'all what I do. So, I send many blessings, love, and light to you all. I send you my prayers. I send you my healing. I send you my love. Because you're not alone. And if you haven't met nobody that can go, that you feel like resonates with you, or even understand what journey that you're going on, now you have. So, see y'all later.